It is a high-risk, high-reward champion. And it's also a champion, I think, that more so than a lot of other bot lane picks, is really good at punishing mispositioning and your opponent leaving openings. Into Doctor, that's a risky call, in my opinion, as, again, gonna reiterate, KT's comp, you cannot fall behind, because your comp does nothing, but the good part is, you shouldn't. If you look at the laning phase, Rich, I think regardless of matchup, is going to get bullied by Doran. Just like I think that Noah and Zeus are going to get bullied by Doctor and Kalen just because of how these players match up individually. But Xin Zhao LeBlanc, Xin Zhao Gwen, that entire top side 3v3 is absurdly strong and should not lose skirmishes early, because this Ziggs Silas combo is nice, but it does not provide you with that much power, especially early on, right? Like,
oh no,
Gory's laning phase, not going to be great, going to really get bullied out by the LeBlanc.
Peanut just having some fun, doing some emoting.
He's chomping.
Yep, as press the attack to come through here once again for the Trundle. I like it, gives him some dueling power. Bit of extra damage. Of course, if you find a Xin Zhao, you feel pretty good. You can chomp him, and that feels great. Here on the bottom side, Noah and Zeus getting here first, of course, as Rich is 5-0 on this Nocturne. Says a lot about Nocturne.
I wasn't going to go that. The real question is, how did he get knocked 5 times?
That's a very good point. I think it's because against NongShim, you have to ban so many things, right?
Yeah.
Kellen's Thresh being a great example of that, largely due to what it does to Doctor, as Gory is going to have to slay some kings here in this mid lane to keep himself okay.
Getting suitably demolished, as he should early in this matchup.
Yeah, dancing around this lane quite a lot, as Dove's got him very close to in trouble.
It's just dying.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he gets a lot of cookie value. So the lower you are,
yeah, there we go.
the more you get.
I like it.
It's nice.
6-6 is going to be the matchup here.
Thought it was going to be true Peanut gang. Nope.
Doran immediately going to back away. And Peanut does note that there is indeed a ward in this brush.
That's the fun question mark thing about the Gwen, is that even with an Ignite, she's not easy to punish. The amount of slipperiness that she has is really hard to deal with. And while I think Trundle has really good dueling, I say, as Blank.
Yeah, he's going to come through here. Pillar goes down. Blank is going to have to deal with that, as now Dove in a bit of trouble. The chains are going to connect as Gory fighting this one off on this front. Blank's going to move in, though. Now Gory needs to move away, but chains on cooldown. As Peanut walks over a ward to start off his Wolves once again, but Blank's on one as well. Bit of a vision stalemate here between the junglers as Doran. He's moving in first, and Rich has not moved over. The pings come out, and that should mean that the Wolves can be taken here by Blank, but Peanut moves back through yet again. And that was a very interesting turn of events. Watching Doran leave meant that Peanut could come back in, and then Blank didn't want to overextend, as now Rich moving on down. No smite available for Blank, but the Rift Scuttler is going to behave. Therefore, no Duskbringer steals.
Yeah, with double prior on bot side, I don't expect them to actually be able to contest this. Blank is level 4 now, though. I don't know how close Peanut is. Might want to just get through this wave and chomp just so he hits level 4 as well. Because the early dueling potential of Peanut is actually insane, like especially into an AD pick, as long as he can stay alive. And that's a big problem, as Noah and Zeus actually able to bounce back the wave. Really good early player, and this is what you want to see with the NongShim composition. Very well done. Or sorry, with the KT composition rather. Very well done early on.
Yeah, sorting it out, playing around where their jungler is as well, being able to move up when Blank was in position. As Dove is going to connect the chains, and this pressure is only continuing. Remember, this was the answer from NongShim. Gory decided to go with his Silas, of course. Basically a Silas one-trick when he started off here in the LCK. He was playing so much of it before the season started. Hasn't played it so much here on NongShim since joining, but we do know what his potential is. But right now, Dove is all over it.
You willingly give up priority with that pick. You do still have great skirmishing, as we can see. If you actually get on top of the LeBlanc as Gory, you can actually duel well with her, right? Especially with the Conqueror. And I think in 2v2s with Peanut, if it's set up well, you can still get a lot done. But when it comes to just the overall laning, you expect to fall behind. It's just a reality of the matter. As Peanut snuck in.
Yeah, we're waiting for the potential re-engages. In goes Peanut. There's a great Zenith Blade as Zeus tries to get out, but the placement of the pillar, just a little bit awkward. Not able to block the crash down, which I'm pretty sure is what Peanut was going for there. So they are going to escape. No summoner spells blown by KT. Really good defensive play.
That's good. On the flip side, as NongShim, you just want to go even, which currently is not really happening considering the deficit that is being built up in the jungle. As Blank is having a great time because everyone in his team is playing for it. It feels very nice.
Yeah.
With both Dove and Doran taking considerably times out of their busy schedules to help out Blank and get him some leads. But as NongShim, you're not really in a rush. You have a Ziggs, you have a great team fighting composition, you scale really nicely. Peanut, if he really wants to get cheeky, can obviously always use his ultimate on Blank, but maybe Doran stands in the Hallowed Mist, gets the active resistances, you walk in a Strundle, press R, then the mist is gone. Easy peasy, it's a Sejuani effect where you get resistances and she's very sad.
Yep. Zeus as well, you can get those aftershock resistances, which feels great as Blank is going to be able to lock down the Drake, but does he have to sacrifice himself for it? As there's the pillar, the re-engage comes through, as of course that's all KT can really do. First blood goes to the Silas, as now Rich has found the backline. Zeus is flashing to get himself out of the way as Noah wants to charge up. Gori able to get out of there right at the end as Rich is going to tidy up the Gwen, and now NongShim are desperately trying to get out. Great stun from Gori to stop Dove, but I think now he is going to have to try and get out. Oh, the blast cone! And he's going to survive. What is this?
Oh, Gory! The man can't die!
Nope. What a beast. I mean, I'm glad we mentioned his one trickery of this champion. Although I don't know whether that had anything to do with how he miraculously escaped from that situation, as Dr. stands on a ward down here, as that bouncing bomb falls down the waterfall, I believe.
And you lose Drake, but outside of that, I think you're happy with that situation. If you are NongShim, even trades are, I'm gonna keep saying this, even trades are good.
Yeah.
If you can get in on even footing, I think that you're gonna feel fine going into the KT composition at a later point in time, so...
Yeah, there's an interesting rule when it comes to Ziggs, right? Like, if you have a very good Ziggs player on your team, generally, because Ziggs exists on your team, you outscale.
Yeah.
That's kind of the rule. So NongShim pretty happy to go for this one, and as we saw, even in these skirmishes, things looking okay.
Really nicely timed teleport. The power, even though they start with picking someone up on this composition, still shines through here. With Dove and Doran this early on already doing so much work, and Gory can't do as much as later game silences because the amount of CDR that he has available isn't enough to consistently see him go for these really big Kingslayers. But he still gets a kill, and then gets the boss go and gets out. While this is happening, Dr. is just chilling in his lane, freely shoving, and yeah, he's a little bit of CS down. But into a Samira lane, you do not care at all, as you pointed out. If you have a Ziggs, then you'll feel fine going into the mid to late game. If your Ziggs is Dr., probably going to feel even better, because we've seen in the first game how good his positioning is.
Well, Dr. I'm running out of mana here just a little bit. Last chapter is completed, so that is going to help him just a tad. As Gori really needs to try and catch back up here. He's 20 CS behind in the mid lane. It's a bit of a rough time as NongShim going to start off Shelly. See whether they're actually allowed to do that as Dr. has teleport. And Noah is here down towards the bottom side. So theoretically, man advantage for NongShim. That's why they're able to take this one.
Noah as well. I don't think you can contest this as KT. I say as Noah is actually roaming up. That's a very far away teleport here.
Yep, Dr. does have Mega Inferno Bomb though, so of course he can throw that one in.
Oh, Magnet Storm.
Yeah, Peanut secures the Rift Herald, but can they actually get to the eyes? Here's the Paranoia. In goes Gori. He's got a Magnet Storm for himself, like you pointed out, and oh my goodness, it's a blender! In goes Kellen as well, even able to lock down a kill, and this time NongShim roll over KT.
Dogdom gets it. That's going to be a turret because he zigs.
Oh my goodness,
Yep.
yeah. And he gets all of the plate money if he wants to as well.
And Dove.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We'll find an electrocute, but otherwise not too much more as beach ball thrown over. Unfortunately, not the pool party zigs, so not an actual beach ball.
If Callan isn't there, I don't know. That might go very poorly, but Noah isn't here. And I don't know if the teleport was actually spotted, because once you realize that Dogdom is there, you're in trouble. This Magnet Storm, oh my goodness, is just disgustingly well done.
And Gori walks out with one health
again.
Give him the 800 points now, as we're going to watch it one more time.
It doesn't even stopwatch.
He just
Nice!
farms like stacks on his
Nice.
Dark Seal. Oh my goodness.
That's such a tilter. If you're KT.
How is he 2-0 in 3? He could well be 0-2-0 right now.
The other unsung hero of this game is Peanut, because he's always there and he's just like, engage on me, it's fine, I'm Trundle. He's like, his only job at this point is just to be a walking bait, and then Katie's like, you're not baiting this time, right? Like, no, you actually want to engage in me. I was like, okay.
But also, while he's baiting, he's also taking a Rift Herald, which feels fantastic.
No, it's Gori.
Yeah, Blank is going to come in. There's the ult out from Gori. Ult out from Blank as well. Oh no, actually, it's just about to come back up again. Thought I saw the circle, did not see the circle. Sometimes it's difficult.
Sorry, it's my bad. I thought Gori could be killed, but clearly not.
No, it's impossible. He is in fact immortal. There's Peanut going to join him here in the mid lane. King's Tribute not needed, but he's just going to get that shove as Blank comes on forward. Peanut has the subjugate, so of course, not actually at any risk of dying, is now Peanut. Sorry, Rich up here towards the top side, shoving this lane constantly into this turret.
Up there. It's Dogdom. Hello, Blades.
Oh, this turret is dead.
Yeah, and oh
really
my, NongShim. Oh, look at that top side control. It's a Cloud Drake. Who cares about a Cloud Drake? Yeah, NongShim sure doesn't. This is going to be another turret there. That's so much gold that's going to go into their pockets.
Oh, the Ziggs. Oh my goodness. This is, it's really rough. KT do manage to stack up these Drakes a couple of times. It's not going to be an Infernal Soul, unfortunately, for KT, but it is a Mountain, which is still going to be valuable as Gori. Okay, can he actually die is the question. He doesn't have a stopwatch. Kingslayer does so much work, as there's the Paranoia on the bottom side. Two very low health members, as in goes Rich, instantly kills the Rel as Blank's in trouble. He's going to flash to get out of the way as Noah hits the S rank and Callan tanks that one up. Rich has to flash away. One kill is traded back, but Gori not immortal as it turns out.
Little greedy there from Rich. Trying to get all the kills. And Noah still a very sizable threat here on the Samira. Has a lot of mastery of the champion. I think his first game that we ever saw of him in the LCK was also a Samira game. And that was where he really impressed us. And yeah, Gori, not that much to be done there. I think the moment that you see your entire team on top side, you know that the counterplay is coming. He already also knew that there were people in the vicinity, so a little bit of disrespect coming through here. As I think this play is very telegraphed. No one on the left to really help you. Yeah, Rich is on his way, but even that should not really get you to a safe position ever. Yep, Rich, you could have just taken the 2 kills and kept your flash, but he... he went for Noah.
Or just instantly flashed onto Blank and then him and Kellen kill Noah. Maybe that's a thing, but hindsight's 20/20.
It's okay. He didn't give the... If he gave the shutdown over to Noah, then all of a sudden the game actually retains a lot more risk for NongShim, because now it just feels like
dear, Peanut with the wrap around. There's the blast cone over, and Gori is going to find the chains. Dove bounces on in there as immediately the Silas is dead again. Okay, never mind. Immortality really starting to look silly, as the Brambleback will also go down. 1-for-1 trade, but a lot of the jungle goes missing, and it's still a win for NongShim in the end.
And Dove getting fed actually creates a lot of pressure. I say as they go in.
Yep, Solar Flare. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb as Dove limping away. He's burning down, but the last tick not going to quite be enough. Oh, actually it is. What the heck? It was Subjugate as well. Lay it on top. So that is going to mean that he does fall down.
The wraparound.
Yeah, Zeus dead, I believe, as there's the Paranoia. Yep, instantly pops. as now he's going to get the fear onto the Samira in the backline as well. That means that they create space to take down the Gwen. Blank turns up and he's like, what the heck happened while I was gone? Well, your team died. Just to fill you in, 4,000 gold, now the lead for NongShim.
NongShim's just insane, Atlas. That's my conclusion of the night. I know Feldas has reached this weeks ago, so that's on me for not listening to him earlier. But what's really impressive here is the way that they're able to test their limits and out-skirmish a composition that is really there to win at this point in the game, right? And yeah, Gory dies. It's not the best.
He pops extraordinarily quickly. Oh, and Peanut used his ult here, so it must have been Ignite and something else that got the kill.
Yeah, just the Ignite, maybe the red buff burn as well.
Or Leandre.
Yeah. So it's Leandre's Ignite and red buff burn.
That is a lot of different
Triple
things.
burn. Yeah. And then this wraparound from Kalanir is really, really nice. The immediate teleport to make sure that everyone is okay. The paranoia, which we've already gone over how there should be no knocks in this game. Kalin with the stopwatch as well. And at this point in the game, KT runs into the same issue that we've seen them run into a lot of times, which is I still think that individually this team is amazing, but they never seem to be on the same page. If Noah is in any of these fights when they actually break out, then it's so easy for them to win, right? Like, because so much more will have to be focused on the Samira, who is summoners as well. And I don't think that's really something that should be levered specifically at Noah, because it's the entirety of KT that should play around that and make sure that Noah is there when these fights happen.
Yeah, and it's a little bit that proactivity is lacking slightly as well from certain positions. I think that Dove has been playing very well in multiple series, not just this one. But sometimes they just don't find the trigger when they really need to, as Dokdam kills that minion wave from extraordinarily far away.
And that's also the benefit of NongShim's really high momentum gameplay, where they're continuously, they're the one making plays, right? Like KT's just responding. The whole fight and skirmish and turret dive that we saw there all started off with just one word in that brush.
Yeah.
And that was what set everything up. And if you're always just responding as KT with a comp like this, that excels when they can blow someone up.
Okay, never mind. It was just Peanut.
Yeah,
so
it's tough as well. It's like, who would win? One pillar or 15 dashes?
Yeah, probably the dashes, I guess. There's the pillar that you were talking about. Bouncing bomb is going to land onto Zeus. Just the edge.
Does he How does he do that much damage already? Well,
he's 1-0-4, I guess.
I mean, he also got a ton of plates. Like, I get it, but also I don't.
Yeah. It's like we get it, but we don't really want it to be true.
Yeah.
As this is sole point, so NongShim going to want to fight for this one as Peanut comes on over.
TP available.
Yeah, and Shirley is already down in the mid lane, so they've done their homework. Here's the paranoia. Teleport will complete. As he's not actually able to get a dash in. So now the paranoia is not available for this Drake fight, as Peanut still has the subjugate, so he can keep himself very, very safe. Gets into that pit, steals away the Drake. The Rel immediately dies, as now NongShim find all of the AoE. Noah looks for the S-rank, finds it, but then dies immediately, and the chains will connect. Gory collects that kill. That is a clean ace at 18.5 minutes into the game, and NongShim will take whatever they want. They're insane! This team is so good, Chronicler. What happened? The power of Noodles is too strong.
Yeah, SKT. The problem is that you're suspecting or you're expecting...
Oh, you said as KT. I thought you said SKT.
No.
Like, where am I? What year is this?
No, as KT.
Okay, as KT.
Thank you for clarifying that, but that was indeed what I was getting at, is that with this composition, with the Xin, such a highly coveted pick that is basically permaban and the LeBlanc, you should have gotten advantages. And this fight is almost impossible because you have no advantage. Dokdam hits the 4-man ulti. Everyone's just standing in the pit, and that's, as Ziggs, that's the dream. You're just standing there throwing bombs from the outside. There's nothing you need to do. And I already kind of lampshaded earlier, the KT comp excels when they are the one who set up the plays, when NongShim needs to face check into them, because then you can go for the blow up. A LeBlanc that dives in from fog, blows you up together with a Xin. The skirmishes that never really came to fruition, because NongShim have just been 5v5ing since what feels like minute 5.
That's a solo play. We're going in. Doesn't quite get the Zenith Blade, but the Mega Inferno Bomb is going to make them very, very low. Noah does find the ult in the backline, but Gori's going to get it. Another Magnet Storm. This guy's Silas is ludicrous. It's a triple kill. There's still 2 more left on the map, but it might just be the full house. The Silas full of zigs. Nope.
Clean ace!
Stolen away. It's going to be a 3 of a kind, but that's okay. Another clean ace. Back to back for NongShim. And 30 seconds ago, the Baron spawned. And NongShim are going to take it now. Yeah, KT just not really allowed to play League of Legends this game as their composition's time has passed.
SKT, this one is going to sting, but then you realize NongShim have just done this exact thing to T1 and to Damwon Kia.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's such a new reality, but honestly, at this point, we kind of shouldn't see this one coming, like how well they find.
Oh, I mean, we saw this happen, but the way they've done it is just, it's so beautiful to watch.
Right? It's just insane, and again, and this is the second team fight in a row where you're thinking to yourself, if there is a little bit more gold, if KT was a little bit less disjointed in the early game, there was 1 more kill, Doran wasn't this far behind.
I didn't realize just how much of a no button the pillar is to Gwen. She just doesn't do anything. She dashes and then you just put a roadblock in front of her. And no options at all.
Normally that shouldn't even be that big a problem because the cooldown on your E is relatively low, right? It's just that in this scenario, like Doran teleports in.
It just looked like such a no. Because like Dr. Ahmed just flashed to get a last hit and it looked like he was in a bit of trouble. Doran was definitely going to die, but I thought maybe he could at least get an auto attack, but no, big pillar to the face.
Is it going to be a Trundle POG? I think it might be Atlas.
No, Gori's getting this POG.
Even with him dying?
Oh yeah. 100%.
You're right. But I want to give it to Trundle, because like
you can give it to Trundle.
He's a big troll.
We like having a giggle.
He's clubbing people.
Well, Rich is going to find Dove. There's the Paranoia on his way out, and he looks to go back in again as Darkspringer. Not going to quite be enough, as Rich may have overextended, or maybe he has not. He goes golden, and the rest of his team is going to catch up. Blank is dead. That's another kill. Going over to the Silas is Dove, wanting to finish it off Rich, as Rich is able to spell shield the Q, so keeps himself alive. That base gate not allowed for either team, as the base is now going to be broken in the mid lane and in the bottom lane. Dove disconnected. That means that the doors are wide open. NongShim going to be able to take down both of these. It's 23 minutes into the game.
This is so clean!
This is an absolute shellacking for NongShim, as now we're looking to continue this fight. The teleport through from Rich keeps everyone out of the way. The Rel immediately goes down as Peanut is going to sacrifice himself for the good of the colony. Dove back to the fountain as now Doran tries desperately to fight this one, but Gori says absolutely not, my friend, as Noah tries to blade well. Does find the S-rank, but it's a double kill once again for this Silas, as that Nexus turret actually a little bit dangerous here, as there are multiple Doves, as in goes Blank once again. Oh, he finds the chain in the back line! And yeah, Blank, I don't think you're going to be able to kill the Silas, so you may as well try to take down the Leona. Can't even do that. As Gori, yeah, I think if there was any doubt before, we're pretty sure what's happening now, as Gori's Silas is revolting, and he will just take down this Nexus by himself. And NongShim will